Welcome back to my channel. If you're not subscribed already, I hope you'll subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Today I have something really cool to share with you. So right now we have a special going on close to my heart for the Share the Joy. And there are 2 dies as well as 2 stamp sets. I'm going to focus on showing you the dies today. I was so excited when I saw these. So our dies come on magnetic sheets, nice sturdy magnetic sheets. You can store them right on those. And this is a 4" by 5¼ die, so it'll cover the whole front of your card with a nice little border around the outside. And then this cute little banner, which is about 1½ inches by 3 inches. Perfect size for your card for adding a sentiment. So I wanted to show you, instead of showing you step by step, I'm going to show you through a bunch of cards that I made using these dies and just kind of walk you through the products that I used and maybe techniques that I used. So here we go. So first off, when I saw this die, I knew I had to do a shaker card. So this is a rainbow shaker card. I used foam tape around the outside, and then in between each section, it's all sectioned off with foam tape so that I could put a different color of sequins in each spot. I just love how that turned out. And then the thanks, which is a retired, close to my heart thin cut, came with the thanks and the hello. I cut about 4 or 5 times on black cardstock, stacked them all together, and then put clear shimmer brush over the top, and then liquid glass, which gives it that super shiny kind of enamel look once it dries. Okay, this next one, I actually cut the frame out of a wood grain paper that was from the Mix-Ins collection from the last catalog, so it's retired now. And then I put Sapphire Cardstock behind it. And all of these beautiful flowers are from the Floral Delivery set, which is a current set. There's stamps and thin cuts, so it cuts out all those shapes for you. You don't have to hand cut them. And then I colored them using the ShinHan Markers. So Close to My Heart has a selection of these markers available for purchase. And that's what I used to color these in. And of course I stamped them in the intense black ink because this ink you can use with alcohol markers, you can use with watercolors. It's really good for kind of multi-purpose ink. And hopefully you can see here the dimensions. Some of the flowers are tucked down in the little openings. Some are layered on top. Just a really full card design. I really like this. And I also wanted to use all those little holes that were cut out, I used for this card design. So right here I used our stitched rectangle thin cuts, and I popped that up on foam tape, and then I used the frame here to perfectly place all those circles so that they were evenly spaced apart. And then this is the big flower from the Floral Delivery set, some little burlap ribbon, and that cute little thank you came from this retired shell sentiments set. It has some really nice little sentiments on it. So I often go back to my older sets and find just the perfect size sentiment for what I'm looking for. All right, so those 2. This one, oh, I just love this little one. So hopefully you can see there's a nice rainbow in the background, and then there's a nice shimmer on top of that rainbow. So I inked the background using candy apple, nectarine, lemon, willow, bluebird, and pansy. And then in some spots where they mixed together, they made different shades of those colors. And the shimmer in the background is this sheer shimmer spritz from Imagine Crafts. Love this stuff. It gives you the very soft shimmer. You can't really capture it in photos, so I'm glad it's showing up a bit on camera for you. Now, all those little animals, this is called Animal Greetings, and I know it's hard to see because I've inked these so much, but this was an Operation Smile stamp set that is retired now, but I just thought they were the perfect little size to fit in there. Their little eyeballs, I used enamel accents from Ranger to add some little shine and dimension to their noses and their eyes. And then I also used the liquid glass again here on the glasses to give it a nice shine. The little critters themselves are colored with watercolor pencils, and I just used the watercolor pencils dry. I didn't blend them out except on the cat because he was looking a little rough. He needed a little bit of blending. The circles here, I used the basic circles thin cuts, the stitch circle thin cuts, the largest in both of those. And then the Have a Sunny Day is from Sunny Thoughts Stamp of the Month. This is also a retired set. I really try and utilize my past as well as current stamp sets. So that's that one. And I did put the white frame down flat, and then the little critters, hopefully you can see, they are popped up, and so is the sentiment in the middle are popped up. I'm really happy with how that turned out with that rainbow background. And then next I have this cute little love card. So this, I actually cut out a little section from that die. You don't need to use the whole die to cover the front of your card. You can actually cut it down into sections. So I did these X's and O's on my Cricut, and then I stacked about 4 of them together, glued them together. Used the clear shimmer brush again to add some sparkle, and then liquid glass them over top to make that shiny enamel look. The texture on the cardstock in the background is from this Playful Scallops embossing folder. I believe this is still on the website in the going soon section because it's from the previous catalog. And then the love is from a Simon Says Stamp die set. So I stacked a bunch of those on top of each other, then also liquid glassed that as well. So there is some nice dimension there. The heart papers from the Mix-Ins paper collection. And yeah, I love how this one came together. Now finally, I have another one where I cut down the whole die. So I only used half of it. So you can see here, I trimmed it down. Now I also trimmed the edges because this die does leave a little bit more around the edges, and I didn't want to have one short side and then other sides where there was more space around it. So I did trim it down on all sides to make it look uniform. I used retired Mix-Ins paper for this, and the Brighten My Day is from this. I love this little set. Wordfetti, that is from the last catalog, and I love those little strips for sentiments. Now these flowers, hopefully you guys can see, they are super dimensional. This is definitely not a card that I'm going to be sticking in the mail because they are really firm. They're not going to squish down. I want to have to send it in a padded envelope. So, but what I used was on the Close to My Heart Artiste cartridge. There's several different styles of rolled flowers. So I cut 6 of those out. I rolled them up and then I hot glued them down, and then I just used a little tool to bend the petals out. And then of course I used the clear shimmer brush again to give it that nice shimmery sparkly finish. And that's it. Though for now, that is all the cards I have made with that die. It just kind of fired up my imagination, and I mean, it's kind of, the options are definitely endless with this. And I love that there's a die that comes along with it to add your sentiment on. It is great. So if you guys want to check this out or any of the things that I've mentioned that are still available, I will link everything down in the description box for you, and it will take you over to my website so you can pick those up. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a great day. Bye.